So I graduated from high school in 1987, and I went to a high school where there were 100 people in our graduating class, basically 50 guys and 50 women. Um, in our class was this guy named Scott, and Scott was a good guy in high school. We didn't run in the same circles. He was a jock, and I was not. Um, my dad and his dad got along very well. His dad was a mechanic, and his dad was the mechanic that my dad trusted 100%. So uh, after high school, Steve's dad went into owning a Ford dealership, and after high school, Steve went to work for his dad and eventually took over the Ford dealership from his dad. Um, and honestly, again, I don't want anything in this to overplay how he was a good friend of mine, because he wasn't. But when I was looking to buy a Ford Explorer back in 2015, I asked Scott, I went over, this is what I'm looking for. I think this is the right one, and he was tremendous help. He's like, yes, get the sport model. This is what you want. So that's the last time we talked. Over the weekend, he was in a freak accident with a snowmobile, and he crashed and he's dead. Thing about technology that's actually good is the fact that his wife was able to find him because he has an iPhone, and you're able to find somebody when a loved one has an iPhone. But the reason I'm sharing this story with you is, number one, he did run his own company, so it matches for entrepreneurship. Number two, he was a good man. Like people, I don't know that I've even met anybody who didn't like Scott. So if I were to buy a Ford Explorer in Iowa, I'd actually have trouble, because I have a friend from college who has a Ford dealership. I have a former student who has a Ford dealership, but I know many people that I could trust buying my car from. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is that I think it's very important that we all have those people in our lives who are just good people, mentors. You have people in your life that you appreciate. And so the thing I want you to do, and trust me, it's an assignment that I'm not, you don't have to turn anything into me, and it certainly won't be graded, but figure out who some of those people are that have helped you and will help you in the future, and make sure they know how much you appreciate them. When my mentor died, there were so many people who said, I wish I had told him how much he meant to me. I wish they had too. Doc would have loved to hear it. So again, Scott was a good husband, good father, and I'm sad for him and his family and my fellow classmates who were close to him. I'm sad for all of them, but Scott had actually sold his business and had retired. So yes, it's sad that he was taken from us much earlier than he should have been, but he led a good life. And so there are worse ways to go out. And again, my best to everyone back home, because it is insanely cold there right now. But however cold it is there right now, the feeling you get in losing a loved one, nothing is colder than that.